All right, hey everyone, I'm going to do a quick dive into Ethereum and Bitcoin, talk about the crash that's happening, talk about how we found a possible consolidation point, and where I see it heading over the next months and year. So as you can see, we do have a monster of all monsters head and shoulder pattern happening, right? So if you zoom in here, you can see recently we did find nice support right here at this previous rejection level back in July 2021, around the 30th, in around there. So we have been bouncing off that nicely. Now, nothing is set in stone. The good news is the RSI was oversold down here and now is breaking above that, pointing up, which is nice bullish momentum for the time being. And also, if you look, previous oversold points that have happened are very rare. Back in May, after this massive sell-off, after this previous head and shoulders, we did consolidate here, and then we eventually got our upward trajectory going again. The momentum was back. You can also see here, massive selling pressure. Then we began our upward movement, right? Creating that new all-time high. So, in my opinion, when you do see these massive sell-offs in Bitcoin or Ethereum, and it gets to a point where the RSI is saying oversold on the daily chart, it is a good sign. Now, could we trade sideways for how long? A few months to then get that kind of wedge momentum building up to get that next pop-up? Yes, we could. Could the current stock market correction keep the sideways trade going? Yes. Could we come down even more to this previous support level? Absolutely. But in my mind, as of right now, this is a very good sign for Bitcoin coming off this big head and shoulders pattern. And in my mind, I do see us kind of consolidating, bouncing off this line, coming back here to around 35,000, between 45,000, 35,000. We do trade within there for a month or so until we start getting that upward trajectory back, right? So in my opinion, I like to use this trend-based fib extension just to kind of make a nice future price prediction. Now, these aren't always 100% effective, but you can use them well. So you can see Bitcoin 64,000, Bitcoin to 94,000. So we could see Bitcoin to go into 64,000 by, I don't know, possibly midsummer. I could see Bitcoin making a nice rebound by midsummer. Maybe we possibly get up to Bitcoin 60,000, but I need to really see very nice consolidation. We need to bounce off of this support line around 33,000, 32,000 nicely for at least a month for me to start to feel better. We also have that tension in the Ukraine and Russia right now. The Fed's coming out and speaking tomorrow. So a lot of things are happening that we need to be aware of. And again, you can see here off this previous low to this high, we did break through the golden pocket here at around Ethereum 2,900, and now we are finding very nice support at the 0.78% retracement level here, and we popped off of it nicely. We are finding a nice consolidation point, and hopefully, just like this previous consolidation here after this huge descent, we traded sideways, built up a nice wedge, and eventually broke out and started that upward new high, right? So I'm hoping a similar pattern kind of breaks out here. We could possibly do this. We could break down to Ethereum 1,600. I know in the short term that might be painful, but we also could trade within here, right? Create that new wedge and then take off like that, right? My price prediction for Ethereum, and I'm thinking the recovery could take place by summertime, maybe May, right? I'm thinking we could see Ethereum around 5,500. So in my opinion, I really like buying dips. I've been buying Ethereum on the dips, And when Bitcoin and Ethereum turn around, the entire crypto community turns around. So anytime there are dips in these spaces, and I I like to buy the dips, not only because look at inflation, 7% inflation. Even with these downward moves, guys, these currencies are still outperforming the American dollar like massively. So don't get over concerned with 50% corrections. It is a volatile space, and it's not for everyone. You can see here, we did break below the RSI's oversold point. And the last time we did that with Ethereum, again, back here, March, during the COVID crash, I think. So it's very rare. And when you do get these opportunities, it's important that you capitalize, because even though we could consolidate, create another wedge and break higher, it's important that you stay confident in what you're putting your money in. So in my opinion, in a weird, sick way, this is bullish for Ethereum and Bitcoin and all the cryptos as a whole. And it's necessary time sometimes. These pullbacks are great buying opportunities, and at the end of the day, are bullish for the momentum of, like, we can't just have cryptos moving higher every day without pullbacks and corrections and crashes. So in my opinion, I do think we'll see Ethereum rip higher later in the year, and I do think we will recover out of this, guys. So guys, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and thank you so much for tuning in.